Joining us now to talk about this, Senator Gordon Smith, a member of the Foreign Relations Committee. Senator, thanks for joining us today.
Happy to do it, Lester.
Assuming the status quo, is there any question in your mind that at some point the U.S. will use military means to unseat Saddam Hussein?
Well, regrettably, I don't have much doubt eventually we will. This is a man who's proven he will murder his family, he'll murder his neighbors, he's murdered his own countrymen, and makes no secret of his desire to take the lives of Americans and Jews indiscriminately.
But all those things you mentioned were true 10 years ago. Why suddenly the pressure now?
Well, because all roads of terrorism lead through Baghdad. I mean, this guy is behind the scenes of all of it, and clearly there is ample evidence that he is trying to acquire weapons of mass destruction. And if we're serious about having grandchildren, I think we ought to be serious about keeping this man hemmed in, if not removed, the sooner the better.
You know, one of those, of course, who was loudly saying, no, don't attack, is Scott Ritter, former UN weapons inspector. He told the British program Sky Television, if someone can make a case based on substantive fact that Saddam Hussein's regime is in cahoots with al-Qaeda, Osama bin Laden, or any other anti-American Islamic terrorist organization, then Iraq poses a threat. This case has not been made. You said all roads lead through Saddam Hussein to terrorism. Is there a link that Saddam...
I don't think there's much doubt about it. You know, we're not here to talk about classified information, but I think that anyone with an open mind and willingness to see and hear the news knows that this guy is behind all manner of terrorism and has a history of trying to acquire weapons of mass destruction. There's certainly ample evidence that he is trying to do that today, and when he's able to deliver them, intends to do so against Tel Aviv or American targets.
Is he a clear and present danger to the United States?
There's no doubt about it in my mind, and certainly that's why Iraqis, our dissidents, are meeting around the world trying to figure out ways in which they can mobilize the Iraqi people to be helpful when the inevitable day comes that America acts with its allies to remove this threat to humankind.
Now, Saddam Hussein is going around now saying the U.S. has it in for the Muslim people, that he's only the beginning. We can poo-poo that all we want, but it's out there in a part of the world that is often suspicious of our motives. Does the U.S. have to deal with the geopolitical dominoes that would start falling if he was to be toppled?
Of course, we don't live in an island. We work in concert with our allies, but ultimately we pursue what is in America's interest, and I think that's consistent with the world's interest as well. And I think the proof of our willingness to help Islam, that we don't have a war against Islam, is in the recent years we have gone to war to defend the Islamic peoples of Kosovo, Albania, and we do so now, I think, in a very humanitarian way in Afghanistan. Our fight is not with Islam. We're a tolerant, big-hearted people. We have room for all religious faiths. We don't have room for mass murderers.
Senator Smith, thanks for stopping by and talking about this with us. Appreciate it.